In 1972, something happened in Jerusalem that was never meant to be seen, only recorded and buried. What the camera captured that night would later be called the first proof that hell has an entrance beneath the holy city. Two priests were secretly summoned to document a disturbing ritual. When they arrived, they realized this was not just a Christian exorcism. Jewish, Muslim, and Christian priests had all been called together, an event so rare it signaled something deeply wrong. A woman who had been dead for 3 days had returned to life. According to her son, when she first came home, she was calm and almost normal. For a brief moment, it felt like a miracle. But the miracle did not last. Without warning, she turned violent and brutally attacked her husband, nearly killing him. The family quickly realized that whatever had come back was not their wife or mother. The priests tried everything: prayers from different religions, sacred rituals, and exorcisms spoken in multiple languages. Nothing worked. With no other choice left, they made a final decision. The woman had to be killed. As they prepared to end it, she let out an inhuman scream. Leather-like wings tore violently out of her back, stretching wide as if something ancient had been unleashed. Before the transformation could finish, one of the priests pulled out a derringer and shot her dead. The footage ends there. The story moves to the present day. As Sarah Pullman prepares to leave for a vacation, her father gives her a pair of smart glasses that record everything. Most of the story is shown through the glasses' point of view. Sarah is emotionally shattered after recently losing her brother Joel. She and her best friend, Rachel Klein, plan a vacation to Tel Aviv. Rachel is loud, impulsive, and reckless, the complete opposite of Sarah. While Sarah is trying to heal, Rachel is chasing parties, freedom, and distraction. On the plane, they meet Kevin Reed, an awkward but intelligent American student. Kevin is obsessed with religious mythology. He believes Islamic jinns, Jewish golems, and the undead are all manifestations of the same ancient evil, different names for the same darkness. After landing, Kevin suggests Sarah and Rachel join him on his trip to Jerusalem, explaining that he wants to spend Yom Kippur there. Sarah becomes drawn to Kevin, and despite Rachel's hesitation, she convinces her friend to change their plans and travel to Jerusalem instead. At the hostel in Jerusalem, they meet Omar and his father, Fauzi, who run the place. The group begins to bond. Soon after, the local news reports a gruesome crime in the old city. The street is covered in blood, but no body is found. Despite the warning signs, life continues. On their way to a party, they meet a strange man who calls himself King David. He warns them to leave Jerusalem before Yom Kippur, saying that something terrible will happen on that day. However, the group ignores his warning and believes he is simply insane. Rachel begins an affair with Omar. Sarah grows closer to Kevin. At the party, the four of them drink and enjoy themselves. Sarah and Kevin begin to share a private, intimate moment. However, when Kevin puts on her smart glasses and makes a remark about her brother, Sarah is deeply hurt and pulls away. Sarah gets lost in the old city. The narrow streets are dark and empty. Suddenly, she hears deep growling sounds echoing around her. Screams follow. Panic takes over as she runs blindly. Just in time, Kevin finds her and begs for forgiveness. Shaken and scared, they return together to the hostel. Later, Kevin shows Sarah a disturbing video he found online. It is the same footage from the 1972 exorcism shown at the beginning of the movie. Kevin explains that he has read about people coming back to life more than once and believes religious leaders have been hiding the truth. He warns Sarah that a resurrection or even an apocalypse may happen again, just as described in the Bible. Sarah shrugs it off, refuses to believe him, and leaves for her room. The next day, the four of them go sightseeing around the city. They visit several holy places, including a mosque, and continue exploring Jerusalem as tourists. While visiting the Western Wall, Sarah follows a local tradition and places a written wish between the stones. In her note, she asks for her brother Joel to return. The moment she places the paper into the wall, a massive swarm of black birds suddenly fills the sky. Soon after, they visit Solomon's quarries. There, Kevin notices drawings of black angels carved into the walls. He becomes visibly nervous and leaves to research their meaning in the city's archives. Sarah goes with him, while Rachel and Omar remain behind at the quarries. After investigating the ancient records, Kevin warns Sarah that they must leave Jerusalem immediately. He says that after this day, there will be no tomorrow. Sarah also feels that something is terribly wrong, but when she tries to convince Rachel to leave, Rachel refuses. Kevin becomes desperate to escape, but Omar and Fauzi believe he has lost his mind. Against Sarah's protests, they have Kevin committed to a mental asylum. That night, Israeli Air Force jets bomb parts of the city. The media claims it is a terrorist attack and urges people to evacuate Jerusalem. Sarah knows the truth is worse. She rushes to rescue Kevin as she convinces 2 Israeli soldiers, Tomer and Yehuda, to help her locate him in the asylum. Inside the asylum, chaos has already begun. Patients scream, doors are open. One inmate is violently possessed and the soldiers are forced to shoot him. When Sarah asks the soldiers to go upstairs with her, they refuse, flee, and abandon Sarah. Upstairs, Sarah searches desperately for Kevin and finally finds him locked inside a room. She looks for the key while hiding from a demon with torn, damaged wings roaming the halls. The creature moves through the corridors, forcing Sarah to stay silent and out of sight. Sarah encounters the man who earlier claimed to be King David. This time, he finally tells the truth. He reveals that he is the son of the woman who was possessed during the exorcism in 1972. While rambling about what truly happened that night, he suddenly panics and runs. Moments later, a demon attacks the area. Sarah hides behind a desk as the creature lunges toward her, nearly catching her. She escapes at the last second, rushes back to the locked room, and finally opens the door, freeing Kevin. They escape and reunite with Rachel, Omar, and Fauzi at the city walls. But the gates are closed. Jerusalem is under quarantine. No one is allowed out. King David ignores the soldiers' warnings and approaches the gate. He is shot dead instantly. As the soldiers start shooting, everyone panics and starts running toward the city. As they move through the streets, demons attack civilians everywhere. The group barely escapes and hides inside a church. Inside, they argue about what to do next and finally decide that their only chance to escape is through the underwater caves beneath the city. Suddenly, a demon crashes through a bar window nearby. In the chaos, Rachel is attacked. The group panics and starts running through the streets to escape. When they finally stop and reach safety, they realize that Rachel has been scratched. Kevin warns Sarah that the infection spreads fast. Rachel will turn. As soldiers see Rachel infected, they try to kill Rachel, but demons slaughter them first. The group escapes into the caves. Inside, Rachel's eyes turn black as the infection takes over. As the group is being followed, Rachel fully transforms and kills one of the remaining soldiers. For a brief moment, she regains control. Crying, she begs Sarah to run and then kills herself before completely changing. In the chaos, Sarah accidentally kills Fauzi. Omar realizes his father is dead and understands that escape is impossible. Overcome with grief, he takes his own life. In the end, only Sarah and Kevin remain. Deep in the caves, they encounter a winged being. The smart glasses identify him as Joel, Sarah's dead brother, returned as an angel, leading them through the caves to a locked gate that exits outside the city walls. For a moment, there is hope until Sarah notices the scratches covering her body. Her smart glasses glitch and distort her reflection, confirming her transformation. She was infected too. Her body transforms. Wings tear from her back as she rises into the sky. Kevin watches in helpless horror. In the final shot, thousands of demons fill the skies above Jerusalem. Fires consume the city. Military helicopters circle uselessly. The film doesn't end with hope. It ends with prophecy fulfilled. Jerusalem falls, hell opens, and humanity loses. And that's how this story ends. Or does it? If you enjoyed this recap, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until then, stay out of the darkness.